This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Connor James. Today is Thursday, August 8th. The time is just about 5 o'clock. Let's check in with meteorologist Kelly McShane for a look at your forecast this morning. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Connor. And for most of us, we're waking up on your Thursday and we are looking at a little bit of fog around the region. I'll go ahead and check on the visibility map for you this morning because we are looking at that patchy dense fog throughout the region. As you can see right here on the visibility map, especially into southeastern portions of the viewing area. That's where we're seeing that reduced visibility, less than a mile, some places with 0 miles of visibility. So be very careful on the roadways this morning. Be sure to use those low beams and give yourself plenty of extra time before you head out the door. Now those temperatures around the region, we are in the mid 60s for a lot of us, upper 60s for some, but overall I don't think we're going to need a jacket this morning. So when we look at the skies above all of that fog, we're looking at clear conditions and dry conditions, and I will let you know if that's going to stay as we head into the afternoon hours in just a little bit, Connor.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Well, we now know a little more information about Copper Glow. Copper Glow won the bid for the Lone and Black Mountain mines. That includes the mine that the protesters are out in front of the tracks in Cumberland for. Their office is in Knoxville, Tennessee. The company was founded 60 years ago in 1959, and they operate mines and a processing facility north of Knoxville in Clearfield, Tennessee. And the Shop Local at Shirt fundraiser for Black Jewel miners ended yesterday. This is what the shirt looked like. At last check, the shirts helped raise around $65,000. And protesters lined the outside of the Pineville Community Hospital yesterday to ask for support in keeping the hospital open. Many of the protesters said they simply wanted support from more officials and answers as to when and if they would have new owners. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds has more on the situation.
Pineville Strong, one day at a time, turned to 1 minute at a time for employees on Wednesday.
The government and local politicians and CMS come together and sit down on one table, find a way to run this hospital, we can survive.
Officials say they wish the process was easier, but have done all they can do up to this point at all levels.
Everybody has offered help when they can. This is just part of the process. And I know the OIG process, doing the survey and finding things, I know it's very frustrating. I know people feel like it should go faster. I wish it could go faster.
As workers stood in protest outside, a federal judge accepted a winning bid for the hospital. Cura Healthcare Incorporated offered $7 million. But the future of the healthcare facility remains unclear. In Bell County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
This is a developing story, and we will update you as we learn more information. Well, the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter is severely overcrowded and say they may have to euthanize some of the animals if they're not adopted soon. In a Facebook post, they said they are a no-kill shelter, but the shelter has not been at the point of euthanization in 4 years. They are asking the community to help out in any way, whether that is adopting, fostering, or volunteering. The shelter is an open intake shelter for 4 counties, averaging about 125 to 135 animals per week. And Interstate 64 and the Mountain Parkway are back open in Clark County after a coal truck crashed late Tuesday night, causing a huge mess. The truck crashed on an overpass over the interstate while on the parkway, leaving the truck dangling over the interstate. You can see it in this video. Coal and diesel spilled onto the road. Part of the interstate was closed for about 7 hours. Transportation officials are checking the damage of the bridge. It's not clear when repair work will begin. The young man died Monday in a Breathitt County crash. State police say 21-year-old Travis Armstrong was riding a dirt bike while driving on Highway 3193 in the Wolverine area. Troopers say his bike collided with a commercial truck. Armstrong died at the scene. Right now it is unclear who is handling his funeral arrangements. Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, we'll take a look at one pizza delivery that led police officers to the caller's door.
And you'll want to enjoy the day today before rain returns to the forecast. I'll break down just what we can expect coming up next.